Well, the bike comes out to about 7,000 with my help from Rancho Cucamonga and Yamaha, and then going to the motor, I would say at least 1,500 to $2,000 for a full, race motor with full stem to my bike at least. I mean, it's not what these other guys are running, but just cams and exhausts and all that good stuff. And then you got your controls, your handlebars and everything. Wheels probably come out, they're over $1,000 each. I would say the most is just gas. Gas on a race bike is $140 a gallon, so that gets pretty pricey when you ride 3 or 4 days a week. And then you got oil. You change your oil every ride basically. That's a lot of money in oil. Tires, burn through tires. I don't get tires at a very good deal. So aside from getting my bike there, I have to buy a Supercross license. That comes out to I think like almost $300. Entry fee, that's $200 an event. So that's not easy also. And then I got mechanics passes. I gotta pay for it every round, which comes out to $50 every race. And it's $65 a day to ride it any given Supercross track in Southern California, so it gets pretty expensive if you're riding 3 or 4 days a week. They do have monthly passes, but they're like $500 a month. Who has $500 a month to give to a handful of tracks? I do have a monthly pass at Milestone, but I mean that's one track out of like 6 in Southern California. I do get some help. My motor builder, Larry Lay, he does all my labor for free, and he also laces my wheels as well as my motor. So that helps out. Work Connection gives me a good discount, so all my bolt-on stuff, I got a pretty good deal on that. Also, Pro Taper stepped up from this year, and they gave me all my controls, all my clutch, my brake levers, my handlebars, so that helped out a bunch. Jeff at STG, he hooked me with my seat covers, so those are all free. I'm stoked on that. Really finish off the bike after it's done. Also, I'd like to add Randy from Splice Works. He stepped up and helped me out a ton this year, so I'd really like to thank him for that, and I really appreciate his help. Hinson also hooked me up with clutches. They gave me a full free setup for my race bike, so pretty stoked on that. Belt helmets, they gave me a few lids, stoked on that. Other than that, there's not too many freebies. I don't have a gear sponsor at the moment, so I'll be running my own gear at A1. All these out-of-pocket costs, they're coming from my family. It's not anyone else paying for it. It's my parents paying for it. They go to work every day. They work hard for their money, and they give it to me because they're supporting my dream. And it puts a little bit of a stress on the rest of the family, I would say. My brother doesn't get everything he wants because my parents are focused on giving me what I want. So he suffers a little bit. I go to the track every day is usually by myself. I don't have anyone out there helping me. I don't have a mechanic to go to the track with me. I have friends that go and they pit board for me, and I'm stoked. I love it. That's totally cool when they come, but they can't make it every day. They got jobs and lives and school also. So it's kind of hard when you have to go to the track by yourself a lot and you don't have anyone there to help you. And I see these other dads at the track, and they're right there with their kid every minute helping them, and my dad's at work so that he can pay for me to be there. So I just gotta make it happen on my own. My parents, they never took me to any of the amateur nationals. They didn't have the money to do it. They were gonna take me all that way for a mediocre finish. I was nothing special on mini bikes to spend all that money and drive all that way. And I had school and everything else. I went to a normal public school until my senior year of high school. So I was, just like a normal kid going to school every day. And while, other kids were homeschooled, riding throughout the weekdays. you know, their whole life basically. While I was at school, I would just ride on the weekends until I was about 17, and I got my license. And my senior year, I went to like I guess a homeschool type deal where I go once a week, but it was still a normal public school, and I graduated like every other kid. It's funny because all these teachers out there, you know, they ask me, oh, what do you want to do, you know, like, what do you want to do for a profession when you grow for your career? And I tell them I want to be a professional motocross racer, and they're like, well, you know, yeah, that's nice, but, you know, what's your backup plan? And I'm like, I don't have a backup plan. This is what I'm doing. I'm going to make it happen. Probably come out to like 30 hours.
30 hours of just work?
Probably 30 or...
And that's just you alone?
Yeah, and then you don't count my motor guys, you know, suspension, building wheels, all that. It's crazy how many hours we're doing. Oh yeah, it sucks that I come down to a deadline because I didn't get my bike till kind of late. But I didn't even get anything done on this bike that I want to get done for Supercross, but I have to do. If like I learned anything from like people flaking on me, is that I realize how they do things, and it helps me just push that much more just to do it on my own, you know? I get like a little sample of how they do things and like I learn, but then now I can do it on my own. Like I didn't know how to do this like a month ago, 2 months ago, but now I can fully train my bike, and just because I don't have help that I learn these things. When my bike's done and I'm sitting there and I'm looking at it, like I know that I built it and everything on that bike is like done in my own hands. My goal this season would just be probably make every night show and get in as many events as possible. I'd like to make every main, but it's my rookie season. We'll see how it goes. Just want to say thanks to everyone that helped me out this season. I really appreciate the support. I wouldn't be here without them.